This is a silk tone whistle that I've just been given. I don't know anything about it other than it's made from aluminium and it has apparently a plastic top. Let's give it a play. It's good, love it. Very easy to play, a nice bright sound, seems to be completely in tune. Yeah, completely in tune, lovely, love it. This is a whistle by Roy McManus in Cocobolo wood. He's put these kind of rubber things in so that you can tune it. I think it's quite well in tune without even messing with these. I'm gonna just give it a quick play. Yeah, to get the top G, you need to use this fingering. Yeah, I mean, it seems to me to be perfectly in tune. I mean, if you want to use these rubber bands for really fine tuning, then go ahead, but to me it sounds really good. This is another whistle by Roy. Let me just warm it up. Once again, well, this one has, the previous one had 2 rubber bands. This has 1, which I take to mean that Roy may have perfected the tuning on this one a bit more than on the other one, but let's find out. Okay, initial impression is that this one takes a lot less air than the previous one. Let me just confirm that. Yeah, I can confirm that. So this therefore is quite a delicate whistle. It's got all the notes, and it appears to be nicely in tune. Let me just see if I can find that C natural. Yeah, it's there. So, nice. Lovely whistle, nicely in tune, very tactile, lovely to hold, and good product. This is a Chieftain non-tunable aluminium one-piece high D whistle. I've got one of these at home. This is one, I'm not at home, obviously I'm in a Norman church. But let's just give it a quick play, because I'm going to compare it to a chieftain whistle which has the same mouthpiece but a wood body. That plays frighteningly well. Here's the wood version, which I'm also going to warm up to give it a chance. Initially, it seems like you can really steam into the completely metal one. Yeah, you completely can. With this one, it seems like you've got to you've just got to nurse it a little bit, but by doing that, you get the nice woody tone. So when you go down to the bottom note, let me just compare that bottom note to the middle one. Yeah, it's completely different. I mean, you really get the woody. Yeah, you get the woody tone, and you can actually feel it through your fingers. You can feel the wood vibrating, and even though it takes less air to play this, I think that it's... Yeah, it's hard to... Let me just have another go at that. Yeah, you can feel the wood vibrate under your fingers, so it's a different animal to this, but is it better? No, I don't know, it's just different. It's good. Okay, this is a kind of crash course in playing the wino, which is a traditional rhythm from Bolivia and Peru. There are two basic strums on the guitar, which I'll show you now, and then we'll play a tune together. Here's the first one. So what you're doing is basically you're checking through the strings with all your fingers, but at the same time damping the strings. And then you follow with your thumb, and then you come back with your first finger. So you've got a checked strum. That's how it works. So checked strum, thumb, finger. So that's how that one works. And the more complicated one is like this. And how you do that is you do the kind of damped thing to begin with, and then you use your first finger to do 4 chords. So it goes and up to speed it goes like this. So that's the technique. It's damped, 1, and then 4 of them, and then you take it up to speed. So we're now going to play a tune, a simple Bolivian huayno, and I'm going to play the more complicated strum, if you like, with my colleague Sir Phil Hardy. Yeah, that's how you do that one. I'm going to do the same thing on the charango in a minute. This is a charango. It's got 10 strings, as you can see, and it's made from the shell of an armadillo. That's not a cruel thing. Armadillos are not killed in order to make charangos. They just die anyway. And when they've died, you pick up the shell and you put a front on it, and you've got a charango, which is very nice. On my previous guitar video, I talked about playing the huayno rhythm, which is a typical rhythm of Bolivia and Peru. So I'm going to show you how to do it on the charango. On the guitar it goes like this. Or it can go... But on the charango, when you've got that guitar accompaniment, you want to cut loose a bit. So the charango, if you like, is the kind of kit drum of a Bolivian or Peruvian band. So you've got the bombo player laying it down like the kick drum does in a rock and roll band. You've got the guitar player doing his thing, and the charango is a kind of is able, if I can put it thus, to cut loose and sort of improvise rhythms. So here's what I would do on like a normal huayno in G. That kind of stuff. I mean, you can do rolls. So those are rolls. That's a roll. And the most challenging thing is to do a quadruple roll. That, or you can do 3 rolls, which is. Or you could do 2 rolls, which is... So what we're going to do now is play the same tune that we did on the guitar thing, and I'm going to see how many rolls I can get in. Here we go. Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
say something about the tuning of the charango, which is all part of the sound of the instrument. You can play a chord of G, and that's that. But a lot of Bolivian and Peruvian music is in A minor or E minor or C or G or related keys. But when you play a chord of E minor, that's it. But when you play a chord of B7, you have an E in it. So you get that kind of discord. And when you play, for example, a chord of, what is this, C7, you've still got the E. So the top two strings of the charango seem to crop up in more chords than you could shake a stick at. And it's part of the nature of the beast. This is the Irish Republican tune Bull of Vogue, as played by myself and Mike Taylor on the film The Patriot Games. I'm now going to play it with this kit. The Git made this one, but not that one.
Yeah.
Who made that?
No idea. It's a silk tone.
Silk tone. Sounds very nice to me.
Cheers.